everybody. Welcome to another night shift stream with your boy. I'm very late once again, but who gives a fuck? At least I'm streaming. That's pretty good for me. We're gonna try to finish Woodbury Gateway, and then I've got a couple other things lined up. We're gonna dive right into it, because I don't feel like doing the usual streamer thing where I sit there and bullshit and try to wait a few minutes for people to join up.
Why?
I get bored waiting there.
You hear that? He don't care enough about y'all to wait.
Yes, no. Don't listen to her. She's just trying to get me in trouble. Like a bitch.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
But you're not a man and you're not behind the curtain.
You get what I was trying to say.
What is this one's name? Pituitar?
Chutzpah.
Fitzpar? Hey, babe. I got a question for you. What is it you like so much about the classic style monster movies?
No idea. They just hit the spot.
I'm just curious. I never stop. We're good. Huh? We're gonna never stop. Good to see ya. If I remember correctly, he is upstairs. By the way, can I just say with Woodsbury Getaway from the last time we were... Yeah, you are, because it did the same thing in Ironbark Lookout when I hid in the porta potty. But it's amazing how much more intense a game can be just by making your main character be female. Because for some reason, playing as a woman makes me immediately feel like I'm more vulnerable and in way more danger.
Gee, I wonder what that feels like.
Subtle.
Possibly be a window into the daily female existence.
And now I won't spend 15 minutes looking for the stepladder because it's right there. And I'm not a dumbass. Hi there, kitty cat. I would ask how the cat got up here, but it's a cat. Who fucking knows? Oh, I just went up that front door. Oops. haven't actually played Repo. I have no idea what the fuck that game is. I know my brother's been playing it a lot lately. I know nothing about it. Actually just popped up on my Steam that he's playing Repo right now. Playing the Woodsbury Getaway. Hey, you hit me up with smart ass shit all the time. Let me clap back once in a while. I got past that last part where I kept falling through the floor. And now I'm looking for him again. Wherever he may be hiding. This Mike. Nope. The house owner back inside. Oop, bug. No, I just got pushed around by the house owner because he got all mad that we were mad that he came back in without announcing his presence. And just started working in the bathroom on the leaky faucet.
Wait, he's mad at you for that? What's even his reasoning for that?
Because he was like, the fuck y'all mad for? I just came in to fix the faucet like I said. And Mike got hyper aggressive with him to get the fuck out of the house. And he's like, this is my house I'm renting to you, cockbag. Fuck you guys, I'm just gonna go. About ready to start. Almost midnight. Is it midnight? Like, I want to say... I wanted to say midnight was the witching hour, but that's 3 a.m. This Mike startled the fuck out of me. uncomfortable.
Is he doing it? Am I right?
He knocked on her door, woke her up in the middle of the night, said he wanted to talk to her about something, and now they're both sitting on the foot of the bed. Oh, god damn it.
Am I right?
He brought up a prior trip and how much of a good time they had, and said, Mike, and she said, Mike, we're both drunk. We were both drunk. Things happen.
But I'm right.
And he said they sure did. I'm hoping maybe they can happen again.
I'm right.
Guys, I think I'm about 70 miles away from Woodbury, and my stinking tire just blew out. My brother said he checked them a few days ago, but, well, you know how reliable Joseph is? Anyway, it's snowing, and I'm on out. The snow is like half a foot deep, and I can't get the lug nuts off the tire. I hate to ask, but can you two come get me? Or help change the tire? I just want to get to the house, drink some wine on the couch.
Mike's trying to creep in on MC because apparently they got drunk and fucked on a prior vacation, and
I'm going to lose my mind if I have to sleep in my car
he
tonight.
thinks that means something.
Come get me.
And we just got a voice message from Nora that Nora's in danger. Her tire's flat and it's blizzarding outside. The snow's already half a foot deep and her lug nuts are too frozen for her to change the tire. I don't know why you trust him after what he was just trying to fucking pull to go get Nora by himself.
What do you mean by he was trying to pull? What did they do? Conversation.
Well, yeah, but he was trying to put down, like, the vibe. Because he was like, you know, we may have been drunk last time, but things did happen. Maybe they can happen again. Now I'm alone in the house. I presume this is when the real spooky shit's gonna start. I don't know how you can go right back to bed, narrator, when your friend's life might be on the line. But okay. One hour later. Someone's ringing the doorbell. My question is Mike gonna try to rape me, or is Mike gonna be unrelated and he's the red herring? Well, somebody I don't recognize is knocking at my door. I can't be supposed to open. It cannot be telling me right now that I'm supposed to open the door. Ah, fuck, it's the fucking weirdo from the pizza joint. From last time, if y'all remember. Yep, and he was just asking to be let in from the snowstorm while he waits for his ride to show up, and I told him no, and he called me a bitch. Now he's saying Karma's a bitch, and I'll get what's coming to me for not letting him inside. Seemed irrelevant compared to how tired I was. Had to get some sleep. You're a dumb bitch, narrator! Yep, somebody just fucking bashed the door open. Get the fuck up! I can't get out of the fucking bed! I don't know, Never Stop, and I really don't want to go look around and find out. Fuck, it's gonna go back downstairs and fucking... Oh my fuck. He died. God damn it. Rick still got that hammer. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. She called the homeowner we're renting from, Rick, to come over to help her check the house since... what's his name is still not back, Mike. And Rick said he didn't see nobody. Not to worry, he'll check over the house, make sure he's safe. And then he goes, come to think of it, where's that friend of yours? And she was like, oh, he's picking up our other friend. And he was like, oh, so you're alone in the house, is you? Because I have really 50-50 no idea if I can trust Rick or not. Oh, son of a bitch. That's not the homeowner. Yep, that's not Rick. The the white-haired guy who's been claiming to be Rick is not Rick. I don't know what to do. The intense music will go away. There's not from now in the basement. You dumb bitch. You gave me no choice but to verbally instruct this. But I mean, this narrator's a fucking ditz. Because she said, "You're not Rick. Who the fuck are you?" to his face. And now he very angrily replied, "This is my fucking house. I'll leave when I want." Well, now I know it's in the closet, though. It's his squatter space. Yep, that's why it feels like it's his house, because he's a fucking squatter. That's like a personal nightmare of mine, to rent a place and find a squatter living in it. Holy shit, he kicked the door down. I bet you I'm supposed to go out the back door. There's a laundry room under the porch or something. My back. He broke the handle. He broke the bedroom door down. Maybe I'm supposed to get the stool and go into the attic.
You know what? That's probably where you're supposed to go. He couldn't find that guy.
Oh yeah, you right. That's probably why the cat was hiding from him, because the cat was like, "You're not my dad." Pretty sure a squatter situation like this is also a personal nightmare of yours. Any kind of home invasion really is like your kryptonite when it comes to horror.
Not much to help me out. Oh my
Only horror movie we never finished was the home invasion one, I think.
Sorry, what?
Said, you remember that one horror movie we never finished? It's the only one we've never finished.
Man.
Yeah.
I will never finish it.
That's a scary ass movie. Fuck balls. You're a pin. Yeah, you blew it, Dipper. I was holding out for you back when I was your age, man. Champion of the 12-year-olds. And you failed us all. Saying, yeah, you blew it, Dipper. Me and every other 12-year-old boy were watching, holding our breath for you to be the champion of the 12-year-olds, and you failed us.
Because, she's not there for him.
Man.
I am dying so much, oh my god! Love you.
Love you too.
You still feeling tired? Escape the squatter! Escape the squatter! Oh my god! Yeah. Yeah. All right. The landlord called the cops and told the other two what was going on. Mike kicked down the door to come save me, and by the time they came in and the cops got there, the squatter was fucking deuces gone. And then she mentioned that she thinks Rick, this house owner, was not letting on as much as he knew about the squatter because he just asked for a description and then shut the situation up. He also apparently gave them a phone. You are quite welcome. They were all amazing to play through. And I hope more get made. Alright. On to the next one! Whoa! Take a sip of my Beppis, Beppis, Beppis. Take a sip of my Beppis. Don't be afraid to nod off back there if you feel so tired.
I'm probably just gonna go lay in bed. I didn't even have the energy to finish the crab that I had.
Alright, let me give you a hug before you go.
I don't know where I wanna. I think I'm gonna put my dragon on my side table.
Okay.
Because I really like this dragon.
Whoa.
Wait, why are you talking to me midstream? You keep checking back on me more than you're paying your game.
I'm just making sure that you're okay. I feel like I've been a little neglectful the last week or so.
Understood.
Okay, you go.
Will you, after your stream, will you do dishes and stuff?
Yeah, you go to bed. Okay, we're back in business. My favorite episode of the Fears to Fathom games. That's tough because they're all really good. I think the two that scared me the most would probably be the Norwood Hitchhike, which was episode 2, and the Carson House, which was episode 3, which was the one with the psycho girlfriend breaking in the house.
Why is the hitchhiker one?
Oh, dude, running into a freaky person on the road that, like, stalks me down and kills me in my hotel room or something. One of my biggest fucking nightmares. I hate seeing that shit in horror movies. Like, that scares me more than the idea of a home invasion. Because, like, home invasion, that's my turf. I know how to operate in my turf. But, like, if someone comes at me in a fucking hotel, that's a confined space. I'm fucked. Okay. Anyway. Next game. With Haley Joe Osment, I haven't heard about it. Start a new game because I want to try to get one of the alternate endings. I played this game a good while ago on the channel. Worse than have to get an alternate ending. Yeah, I just looked it up. He has been arrested. Yeah, he got arrested for cocaine possession. And apparently, from what I'm reading, came out with a public apology because he threw out some anti-Semitic slurs during his arrest. Resume game. It's Call of Cthulhu. I played this game a while ago on the channel. Took me a few parts, so I'm definitely not gonna finish it. But I'm gonna continue it next time, however far I get. Because I truly do enjoy this game, and I want to try to get more endings. I got one ending, and it was kind of a sour one. Well, definitely not getting it water. Damn lids. I don't remember what to do here. There's only a couple segments of this game that I really truly remember from my last playthrough, and it'll be different this time because I'm trying to deliberately go for a different ending. Like I said, I played it once a long time ago on the channel. It was like a few years ago now.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
That's chill up me back.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold,
Last time I clicked on, I remember clicking on it.
everything has already been
Tried to
written.
let me scout.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Me too, Eddie.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Where's it? Fuck you.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right.
Yes, it is very
It came
much.
with
Sorry, I didn't
Sarah's
see your
last
message.
painting.
Yes.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
Very much a choice.
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
20s, that queer means something different.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, how many are there? Never stop, because I know I got one. I got where he ends up locked in the loony bin.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Oh, you poor bastard.
I used to be an avid reader. Natural sciences, Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Sorry about that. I had to go use the restroom, and I forgot to put up my away banner. Yes, Thomas, it's called, yeah, and you're fine, man. Call of Cthulhu. I played this way back on the channel, like a couple of years ago. Yeah, I'm endeavoring to get another ending, because I really enjoyed this game, and I wanted to play it again. Yeah, 4 years ago. Let's stream this game. I keep forgetting that this is one of those games where I have to hit a button to end the loading screen. Cinematic cutscene.
We're almost there.
Oh, there's our title card. I guess I'm just gonna have to hope that I get a different one. God, this is dank.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but was a good man.
And his wife,
I've
Sarah Hawkins.
never seen Pacified.
Nice young woman. And a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, Captain Fitzroy, I find you likable, but I recall that you can't be trusted.
Back. Let the police do their work. And the same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way.
Don't put that beast back in the water,
Oh,
you
yeah.
shysters! You're crazy!
He's gonna get us into trouble. They can't understand. You can't
That's
understand.
no way to
You're
treat
not
an
sailors.
omen.
Oh, yeah.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Heck.
Hey, be careful.
Nah, leave it for me to figure out. More fun that way. Appreciate it, though.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well. Which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
Ha! I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
Okay.
Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and
Yeah,
flesh
not
of the whales
every
they'd been
time,
hunting.
It was a
If I
tough
happen to
time,
make, like, a
all the same.
major steering
Ah,
point,
but steeped in glory. We've
mention
never
it, don't
known
mention which
such
way I
wealth
steered it,
since
just
then.
mention that I impacted myself. If that makes sense.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
I mean, I assume every time it pops up in the corner and says your destiny, whatever, that it's affecting
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
No right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know?
Who?
The girl doctor. Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you said.
That catch saved our
I'm
island.
assuming me making Pearson alcohol.
Where's the
playing
proof?
to his clear
Where's the
alcoholic
proof?
habits changes.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
And the doctor, what did he say?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Nothing for you here either.
Optimistic.
Beat it.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs. We go where we want.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
There's nothing for you here either.
Come on,
Beat
can we
it.
sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum. Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You
Okay, guess I
can't
have no choice but to
understand.
get hard.
You're not Sid.
Fitzroy, there's nothing left to... Good, investigate, sorry.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I'm very thorough when it comes to these kind of games, so...
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
One second, Capitan. I'm not finished turning over your house.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I think you spelled it all right.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alrighty.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Fair enough.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
One.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
Outlast.
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Favorite?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here.
That's hard, 'cause there's
But,
not a lot of, like, super bad.
You're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Kat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Is it Kat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Damnation. I broke it.
Crafting writing smeared all over the statue.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Fuck.
You could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Well, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Dicks.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you, gentlemen, farewell.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you talk. Go die of
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
Yeah,
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I
Don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Can't jump, so I'm not supposed to, like, pull myself over or anything.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Just a second.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory. But I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
No question is, how does one...
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
I might be getting too far from the mic. I'll adjust it.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
spare parts. More spare parts.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Missing a piece? What the fuck? The hell am I missing? Sorry. No, I have not. Question mark leave when I leave the area. So it's got to be around here somewhere. Where are they? Ah!
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
No, I have not watched the new Devil May Cry series yet. Also, I do not care if it's Ichigo because I do not like Bleach.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, broke it.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, nutshot, that's cheap.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
First of all, to me, there's a lot in Bleach that moves way too fucking slow.
I'm getting careless.
Secondly, the
I didn't
other
see
biggest
that coming.
fucking thing is every
If I want to
fucking
get into
time
this
there's
warehouse,
a fight
I'm
you're
gonna
really
have to deal
fucking interested in watching, they cut away in the dead middle of it to a side plot. Like, we're talking some Dragon Ball filler level type bullshit.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, she was the leader of a bootlegger gang, so I'm not surprised. Now I'm lost, because I can't get in that way.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Get it.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I bid you, gentlemen, farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
I don't know, it's pretty fucking stupid. Like, there's some interesting concepts in Bleach, but they're completely undermined by the absolutely botch-fucked pacing. What to do?
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
Alright, you two, let me go get you liquor.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
You have no right to treat...
You again. What can I get you?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
Oof, I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you sell your stuff at too high a price.
Okay, pokey, pokey, pokey.
Let's see.
Hopefully I can succeed in this one.
Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Whoa, I don't remember this.
What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Where's face?
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
That's bright.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course.
Sorry, I'm not talking a lot, but I'm trying
You want to
to
go
listen.
back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Fuck you, bitch.
Is it far, this mansion?
Next time
Look
we meet, I'll
behind
kick
you,
your ass.
at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
The Hawkins mansion.
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion.
Okay, let's go investigator.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake.
Ah, you're a good
Anything
cop.
else?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Alright, with that, we're gonna in there and resume this next week. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you never stopping Thomas for participating in the chat. If you follow me on one platform, follow me on the other. It really helps out. I hope you enjoy my content. Sorry for playing this game. I haven't been the most interactive. I've been trying to listen and pay attention. God, look at Cthulhu. He's so cool. I love Cthulhu. He scares the shit out of me.